Okay, so welcome back. Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Mubarak. Welcome back. And same, this is the only introductory session of the Certified Manager of Quality. And as I mentioned earlier, this is the highest credential when it comes to quality in the US. And also globally recognized. In fact, here in most of the government agencies and even private, some of the criteria in selecting the quality managers, they require the CMQOE. So can see it in the SGAL, you can see it in Qatar requirements, it's there. But in QCS itself, it says there knowledge about quality management, and this will suffice that requirement. The training itself meets that requirement in QCS section 2.10, I believe, about the criteria being selecting a quality manager. So even if you will not move forward for the certification, the training itself is enough. Okay, so as mentioned also, the other one, which is this is knowledge based, the other one is competency based, which is you are measured based on the practicality from your experience. How did you apply? How have you been engaged in quality, which is the chartered quality professional by CPOI. Before we move forward for the orientation of the course, please come. Thank you.
Good morning.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get to know one another. Because this course is a high-level course, because it's really for managers. So it's not a discipline specific. It's not a field-based quality. Especially now, there's a new course, the certified construction quality manager, which is very specific to the construction field. But this one is the most high level. It is more on the business side of quality. So for the entire course, you will be thinking like really managers who are concerned about the profitability and the business itself, how to run. So let's know first one another so that I can tailor the samples, the practical examples to the field where we belong. Because in every class, we are not in the same field. Because I am in construction, some of you will be in the oil and gas, some in the operations and maintenance, some in the business holdings. So I have to tailor because the course covers high level. So for us to easily understand the concept or the tools, the techniques, the theories, oh my God. Okay, we have to tailor it to hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Silent. Silent. We have to tailor it to your field. So now I am Sherwin Ulimpo. I'm a Filipino from the Philippines. What I do, I am a quality manager. I've been practicing quality for over 18 years here in Middle East alone. And what interests you? All right. I'm a mechanical engineer by profession. What interests me to be in the quality field was the competition and the career path in the technical field. It's like not, it's limited. So if I am a mechanical engineer, probably my highest professional level that I can attain is senior mechanical engineer or technical manager. But in quality was so broad, especially when I noticed that most of the quality practitioners only understand the quality control, which is the inspection, verification, and the validation part of it. They cannot, during my time, I don't understand the big picture about quality, which is here, it will be covered in CMQ. So when was your last certification? Actually, my last certification for the CMQ, I've done it sometime in 2017. And my last one is the certified reliability and maintenance professional of the ESQ as well. So that was my last certification. And CMQ helps me a lot. Okay, especially in the field that I belong and in the infrastructure, which is supposedly for civil engineers. In fact, most of the clients are asking civil engineers. But if they give me an opportunity to be interviewed, they found out that there's something in me as a CMQ who is at par among the rest. Because I speak the language of the real quality language. That will be our edge. So after this course, expect that the language of quality will be new. Not only about inspection, ITP, verification, validation. It's far beyond high. So that's why that makes me, I can say, in the competitive advantage when it comes to the quality competition. Right. So let me start. Okay, actually, I already know you. Okay, let's go back.
Yeah, this is Vairam. I'm working.
Your name. Start with your name.
Sorry,
Start with your name.
Yeah.
For them to know.
I'm Vairam Adivelan. Singaravedu. Call me as Vairam. My place is I'm from Tamil Nadu, Richapalli, and then I'm doing as a quality manager in UCC, and then what the centers means working as a quality. I need to improve my career path. That is why I came here. Last certification I got it in diploma in construction management in UK University.
Yes.
PG did that one. I'm a BTech civil engineering. Right? I hope this certificate, if I get means, it will increase my career growth.
Yes, definitely. Okay, this is counterclockwise, so you'll be next.
Myself, Anish.
Okay, Anish, yes.
I'm from India, Kerala. I'm working as a quality lead in the Schneider Electric.
Oh, what company?
Schneider Electric.
Ah, Snyder, yeah, okay. Control system.
Working with the automation.
Yeah, automation, yes.
So, what is the interest? Next, I want to sharpen myself to explore new challenges. In terms of what you explained, in terms of the management level of quality. Last certification I did a quality lead auditor.
Okay, good. Good, sir. That's the base.
But it helps. As you explained, I want to know what you explained as the inspections, ITP.
Yeah.
Apart from this one, the management level.
Good. Okay, you're in the right place.
Thank you.
Anil, right? Anil?
Anish.
Myself Mansur Ali. I'm from Madurai, Tamil Nadu.
Tamils. Well, you're Tamil speaking? Okay.
And I'm now in quality engineer in Doha Cables, the cable manufacturing company. Quality engineer.
I visited your plant.
My interest was I want to switch my career, move forward to next level.
Okay.
My last certificate was ISO 9001 QMS. Will help me obtain my goal, achieve my goal.
You are conducting audits already? No. Join, in a way, you can participate during the audits. Okay, thank you. Mansur, right? Mansur. Okay.
I'm Paul Raghav, coming from India, Tamil Nadu.
Tamil. No Malayalam here. Okay.
Yeah. I am also working as a quality engineer and second one to the Qatar Energy Agency.
Okay, yes.
As a QQC engineer.
Okay. What company did you second?
As a Intertech.
Entertainment.
Through Intertech.
Okay,
I also quality professional in electrical instruments. Also, I have experience in auditing third party as well as contractors.
Okay, that's good.
The last training I attended is ISO auditor. All three.
Oh, right. 45,000 and 14,001.
The main motto of this attending training to know the iceberg of the quality. You mostly know about only some elements.
Yes.
But there are some unknown in that.
Correct. Fantastic. Yeah. Okay. And
Good morning, guys. My name is Randy Bermudez. I am a civil engineer. So my place in the Philippines is in Manila. And I'm giving quality industry, particularly constructions, like 90 years now. So I'm currently working in Qatar, a consulting firm, dealing with Ashgan projects, particularly in drainage project affairs. And what interests me about the CMQOE course, actually, I got an attempt last time, by performing, but I failed. It's like, I got a score of 530, and the threshold is like somewhere in 550.
550.
I almost hit, but yeah. Uh, Regarding the course, right now, I think this is the best place for, I aim actually not the same QOE. This time is, I was trying a CCQM certification, but I believe the backbone of this to be okay is nothing but the CMQOE. This is the fundamental.
Actually, the added there in the CCQM are related to the contracts.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The contracts. So most of the contexts are the same, but they have added about contracts because the construction is project based. So they integrate the PMP, some of the PMP, and some of the RICs. So they could already. The other one. You're the one who opened it. Alright, but so how does it help you? So you've been part of the, every time we have a QSD meeting in Asgal, you're part of it. So you're a representative for drainage.
As a consultant,
Katibalani.
we are
Okay,
getting
yes,
the PhD in terms of,
Yeah, because we have a lot on that group every time there's a meeting, because I'm part of the HPD, the Highway Projects Department. And I believe from your side in the drainage below.
Yeah.
Yes, it's below. And yeah, we just acquired the Parsons, and we just acquired the 13 distressed projects, and we will take over next month. those 13 contractors and consultants, they moved, right?
Including all the openings.
Yeah. Okay. So again, you are in the right place when it comes to the quality practice, the quality knowledge that you will need. This is it. Right. So what is sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just stand up.
Yeah.
Good morning all.
Yeah.
My name is Deep Narayan Upadhyay, and I come from Bombay, India. And what I do currently, I'm employed with McDermott as a technical integrity coordinator. Basically, I come from quality discipline, so I have an experience of 20 years. So out of the 20 years, 5 years I was in India and 15 in Gulf and other places. I started my career in Qatar 2007, first Gulf assignment, and then many places I've been. And then recently 2022, I moved back to Qatar. Okay. So right now I'm on NFXP project, which is one of the biggest gas exploration project in Qatar. Okay. And what interests me, so when I came in this field, I was never knowing what I will do. So I started my career with NDT. I got a safety certificate. Then I saw welding. Then I did Swiss-Ship. Then 2007 I did Swiss-Ship from Qatar. 2008 BGAS from UAE. Then 2010 senior welding inspector from Indonesia. Then lead auditor in 2015. And my latest certification, just last month, I got my PMP certification. And from last 2 years, I'm doing my MTech in quality management from BITS Learning. So that is about to complete. So what excites me, like keep updating, okay, and climb the ladder, be patient. Actually, what I think after 20 years, you are in the right time. Because if 10 years I want to learn about management, it's of no use. I should learn what's going in the bottom. So I think this is the right time. We are in the mid place where we understand what people do. Then we can learn what management does.
Yeah.
It will be a good, and I will also be confident.
We will come to that.
Yeah.
Very interesting topic. It's part of here.
So yeah, so it will definitely help as a career growth because it's a hard work. I believe like that. If you do something good, study is always a good thing. Instead of wasting time in Facebook or whatever you study, whether you pass, fail, that's a different thing. You do a good thing.
Yeah.
Then my family also, my kid also see I'm studying, so he also studies. And what benefit I'll get, that is secondary. I leave it up to some God thing is also there. Maybe you guys are all experienced, you know. Sometimes more better person is not getting what opportunity I got. So it's like that.
Yes.
That's it.
Thank you. Okay. I think we have two online, Fausan and Paul. I saw Paul earlier. Fausan.
Yeah,
Can
hi,
you hear
good
me?
morning. Good morning to all.
Okay. Yeah, we
Can
are
you hear me?
yes, we are in the introductory. And we have this format. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can see the screen. I can see
Yeah,
the screen,
please.
but it is showing the double screen. I will pin the main display. It's okay.
No.
The screen which is shared is the double screen, the two slides. But I can pin your main camera, so it's okay.
So what can you see?
I can see. Let me take a screenshot and put in the group.
Can you see the main screen?
I can see the main screen, but small. Like,
Okay.
it's okay. It's okay. I will pin it. If I pin, I can see it big. It's okay for me.
Okay, please proceed. Please proceed.
Yeah. So you're expecting my
Maybe this one.
introduction?
Maybe this one. Maybe this one. Yes. Correct? Now it
Let
works.
me remove the pin. Yes, I can see it properly now.
Okay, so it's enough. Okay. Please go ahead.
You're expecting my introduction, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, hi, this is Fauzan. I've been working in DSP Doha for the past 6 years. I've been a resident of Qatar for the last 11 years, and I'm in this field of quality since I joined DSP Doha. We are architectural construction company for fit out, and our works include mostly for mega projects such as the airport, hotels, malls, and so forth. So I take upon this. I was actually recently promoted to a quality manager, and I take up this certification so that I can be advantageous in terms of my continuous development and where I can see forth in the future. So thanks to Mr. Sherwin who guided me. I knew him outside of this class as well. So he just guided me. This is going to be beneficial. So yeah, why not take a challenge as ASQ is known internationally and being an American institute. So look forward to joining you guys. And yeah, let's see how the class goes for the better future for all of us.
All right. Okay. Thank you. There's another one. I saw another one. I saw another one. Where is he? Paul. Paul was there. Anyway, so probably that. So once again, this particular course will really help you. Even if, okay, for some, oh, the Paul is not there. For some, this course may only lead to a certification, but the knowledge itself will help you. So just imagine if you're based on the story or the introduction that you had, I believe most of you are only on, already, let's say, an expert in the terms of the quality control, verification, that includes NDT, inspections and validation, which is about documentation, validation of documents, testing of commissioning part or acceptance part. But in the quality context, the quality control part only comprise like 20% of the overall. So you're in the right place. Okay. So who is the certified manager of quality? So to describe, if you're a certified manager of quality, you are the one who leads the quality concepts in the business. Not only the project, not only in your operations and maintenance operations or the maintenance field, but the business side of it. So this is where the quality director role is there. Or after you will lead beyond that. You can be a business development manager, you can be a general manager if you have this kind of knowledge in the quality. So in this kind of course also, there is a particular specific section wherein we introduce the management and leadership. So with that kind of knowledge, you will be able to motivate, assess the staff, evaluate them, and be able to persuade or influence them to achieve a certain goal. So of course, in this particular course, it includes all aspects of the business, financial management, procurement, supply chain, and even the human resources. We'll be discussing about it. So project-wide, you can have the capability to manage project if you complete this course alone. So analyze financial situations because we'll be having that financial management course or particular section. Determine and evaluate risk because we include also risk management course in this module, and employ knowledge management tools and techniques. The same as the PMP, the application of tools and techniques to achieve a certain project or to achieve a goal. Similarly here, we have theories, we have tools, we have techniques. You will be surprised without knowing it that you're already using that tool in your workplace. Okay. The CMQ, there's a requirement for certification. Okay. The work experience required 10 years in the job training. I believe you're all of you are 10 years already, right? Yes. Okay. So all okay. 5 years in decision making. So decision making means, so this is a very tricky question. Instead of putting it the 5 years in management, no, because not all decision makers are managers. You can be, let's say you mentioned you've been a lead, I think a senior inspector.
Yeah.
Even if you don't manage a team, you are a decision maker. You say yes or no.
Yeah, right.
Okay? So even if you're working alone, you make decisions based on facts, you make decisions based on the criteria. So that is what is required here, not necessarily a manager. Then experience waiver based on education. So we cannot discuss it anymore because you're already, all of you are 10 years. So, but if for those who have, okay, for those who have a bachelor's degree, so not 10 years anymore, it can be 6 years because 4 years will be waived. Next. So they already have a lot of certification available in ASQ. There's a certified quality engineer. So this quality engineer is different to the CQN or CMQ because this is a technical focus. This is where the analytics will be there. The statistical part of quality will be there. It's more about sampling, how to establish sampling in the work, in your laboratory, in your workplace, in your organization. But it's more on numerical statistics, technical part of quality. So we, of course, aside from the ISO, the ASQ also offers certified quality auditor. And the counterpart of this in the CQI IRCA is being a registered certificated auditor of IRCA. So aside from the CQP, there's also a registered certificated auditor in IRCA. Reliability engineer, actually here, they expanded into a CMRP, certified maintenance, CMRP, certified maintenance and reliability professional. Because the CMRP part or the reliability and maintenance is already part of quality. It's in the validation part of quality. If you will measure the reliability, it's more about measurement, about productivity and efficiency, and it goes to quality. So it's when you mention of maintainability, it's more about the functionality of the system. So it also goes to quality. So there's also a software quality engineer and a lot more. So a few, and there's a lot more courses. So the CMQ has this body of knowledge. So they have 7 sections, or they call it the 7 pillars or categories. In the PMP, we call it the book of knowledge. Okay, this is the PMP book. But now it's not anymore on that 10 knowledge area based. The new PMP of version 7 is more on the principle basis. You have done that PMP 7 principle based.
More of people oriented.
Right. So here are the 7 knowledge areas for a body of knowledge of CMQ: leadership, strategic plan development and deployment, management elements and methods, quality management, customer focused organization, supply chain management, training and development. So if you will notice, every sections or every body of knowledge has corresponding number of items in the exam. Okay, so the most of the items comes from management elements and methods and quality management tools and leadership. So these are the top 3. If you will notice also, these are the key areas that a manager must have. So if you're a manager, you must have the leadership skills. If you have you're a manager, you must understand the management elements and methods. At the same time, the management tools. So these are the key important areas of being a certified manager. So there is 165 items, but during the exam, it becomes 180 because there are 15 items, non-scored items. It's just a test item. They will consider to include that in the next set. And within 6 months, they are changing the exam. They are adding that 15, removing the old 15. something like that. So yes, the passing, okay, not every item has a particular weighted score. So some difficult items may have 2 points or 3 points. Some of the minor items only 1 point. So that's why the weight, the overall weight of all these are 750 scores. And as you mentioned, you achieved 530. Only 20 points, probably 3 items, you will already pass. See, 3 items only, you will already pass. Or 5 items.
We get a little bit push to.
Yeah, okay, so this is it. And let's go to the content of this body of knowledge. So the leadership, we will be discussing about organization structures. I believe you are familiar with organization structures, but here you're not just putting in the names as per your company's instruction. Here you will analyze, you will assess what type of structure you will create for the organization. It depends on the situation, it depends on the scope, it depends on the contractual requirement, the organizational requirement. As quality manager, this is your primary role first to organize, to structure the organization. So I believe you've been part of it, but your part was only to feel, not to create, right? So leadership and challenges, we will be discussing about team and team process. So I believe in the oil and gas, so there are some working teams are there, improvement teams, Six Sigma teams, improvement teams. Sometimes in the facilities or the operation, they have this cell, so small team of 3, team of 4, team of 5, specific for a particular task. Okay, and of course, a few in the code of ethics. And in second section, the strategic plan development and deployment. So this is something new because I believe this topic was extracted from a Master in Business Administration course. If you have, any one of you have been in master's degree, MBA, it was extracted from there. Because the strategic planning models will be there as part of the knowledge required in certified manager of quality. Because as quality manager, you will strategize what particular quality tools, methods, and theories you will use in your organization, in your company as a manager. Business environment analysis. Here, yeah, you will think and speak like business entities. You will put your minds as if you're the stakeholder or the shareholder or the company owner, so that you will understand the situation around. So as quality, you're not anymore concerned about the operation of it. You will be concerning about how the business will grow. Because at the end of the day, it's all about profit. If the business is good, the profit is good, our jobs are in place, are secured. Okay? Then is strategic plan development. Actually, the word development. Okay, hold on. Let's go. Deployment is like execution. It's another term for execution. So if you plan for the strategy, you will execute that strategy. So there are certain tools, techniques also to be used during the execution. So strategic plan deployment. Don't be confused about the word deployment. Deployment is a broader word for execution. In execution, you only execute step by step. But if you put about deployment, you are concerned about the resources, the human resources that you will use, the equipment that you will use. That is why it's called strategy. Third, management elements and methods. So this is a must for every manager about what are the management skills and abilities, and how can you use, when can you use these abilities, depending on the team, depending on the organization. Communication skills and abilities, very important. So the communication here is not about talking. It's more on how you communicate formally, officially, how you different stakeholders on different forms. Okay, project management will be a bit of the PMP. The quality system that includes the ISO, the quality management system. quality models and theories. And the quality management tools, problem-solving tools. So in these problem-solving tools, some of the topics here were extracted from the CQE. A little technical, but the role here of the quality manager is not to prepare the technical part. It's for the manager to understand how this technical preparation has been made and how to analyze it. So that is the context why it was put in here. Process management, about value map, value stream mapping, process flow. So measurements, assessment and metrics. So they will actually, there's a one saying that if you cannot measure it, then it's not well managed. So that is where the quality comes in. To establish key performance indicators, to establish limits, tolerance, requirements, specific requirements, so that it become measurable. And this is when the quality control part to check. Did you achieve that KPI? Did you achieve that tolerance? Okay, so it's part of the quality assurance, quality planning to prepare these measurements metrics. Just treasure, just interrupt me if you have some questions. Okay, please. Then customer focused organization. So who are those who have come up with their ISO 9001 QMS? There is a relationship management there, right? Principle, relationship management. Yeah. This will address that part. Because what we do, well, the direction of quality is more on customer satisfaction. So here we will better understand what are the needs of the customers. Every customer has different expectations. But if you establish a need, a requirement, regardless of how high or low their expectations, for as long as you meet that requirement, then it meets quality. Okay? So customer identification, segmentation will be there, customer relationship management, and the sixth, supply chain management. So imagine why we are talking about supply chain, factor only quality. Because now this leads to material sources, service providers, product suppliers, which is part of the quality's scope. To ensure that the right service will be delivered, to ensure that the correct product will be used, and the correct verification of validation will be implemented. So supplier selection, in fact, from our side, mostly, we are not doing it because most of the clients, they already have their vendors list. We only have to follow. But as a manager, or let's say you're creating a new system, at least you understand how to create, how to proceed with the selection and approval, and create your own vendors list. So you will learn it from here. The risk management is new in CMQ. It was only introduced when the 10,001 2015 version, because the 2015 version of ISO is a risk-based approach. So in fact, you will not hear any word of preventive action.
Yes.
Okay, why prevent wherein we can avoid that by identifying the risk? Okay, supplier communication, asset performance improvement, supplier certification, partnership and alliance, and even the logistics and material acceptance will be part of this section. And lastly, I don't believe if all of you are involved in Qatar. I believe all of you are conducting trainings with quality training, quality induction. But here, it's different. Because as quality manager, you will create a plan. What particular training is suited in my project? What particular training is will fit in my organization? And identifying what particular training are required by the regulatory or the government or the civil defense, what particular training they need. So it's part of creating a plan. Can be a long-term plan, can be an annual plan, a routinary, and also assessing for the need analysis. Because aside from the mandatory trainings, based on the situation of the organization, you come up with, okay, I need to introduce PNP. Because some of the managers doesn't understand the high level of management. So PNP should be introduced. So the need analysis. Probably, okay, perhaps in my team, I need to have come up with Six Sigma yellow belt for them to understand how to refine the system, how to eliminate or reduce the variance in all our tasks, the errors, how to reduce cost, how to reduce the waste. So perhaps I have to introduce Six Sigma. So it is your role now to analyze, to assess, and identify. So if you have those, you will know how to prepare the materials. What kind of material should I use? This is a digital material, a physical material, handouts. And what is the method of training? Is it face-to-face? Is it suitable for online, or maybe they will be sleeping if it's online? So probably I'll do it during off hours. So after all this training, there is an effectiveness, there's a measurement again. Again, in quality, if it's not measured, then it's not well managed. So there will always be a measurement. In fact, if you will be working in government projects, they have these key performance indicators. They have this dashboard criteria about the percentage of compliance, about this process metrics, because it's a way of measuring the effectiveness of the process. Okay, so these are the 7 knowledge area. So now, what will be the approach of the CMQ? So CMQ is not only about memorizing what you have here. That. So you will take out of those old academic years that we have experienced that we have to memorize something for us to understand. Here is different. That's the reason also that in the earlier part, I asked what is your field? Are you construction, operation, maintenance, or any other field? So that we can tailor. Because this CMQ is a high level quality context that we have to tailor it for us to understand and how we can apply it in our field. So we have this Bloom's taxonomy. Okay. This is a framework on what will be the application for you to pass the certification. So again, the direction here is to pass the certification. Okay. So we will not be taking this course if you don't want to pass. Of course, but also myself, I want you to pass. Because I want that every time I have a batch, I want 100% to pass. In fact, I'm offering, when we closed last time, actually these 2 of them started in the mid part of last batch, section 5, right? 5, 6, and 7. And then they were promised that you can start the section 1 later on in the next batch. So it was good. So we are providing support. Again, the objective is for you to get certified, because this session will be worthless, not totally, but at least the satisfaction of it if you will pass certified. But the knowledge, I believe, is enough, because it will meet the client's requirement when it comes to the knowledge about quality. You will be ahead of anyone else. Those without this kind of, those who have not attended this course. Okay, so there are items. Every presentation, every topic, you will notice somewhere here the notation about this this type. You have to remember, you have to understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, or create. So what you will do if you will notice that these categories. So if you will notice this, remember, as part of the category, what you will do is only to recall or recognize the terms definition. Because only few, it's only few are there. The material, the patterns, the sequence, the methods, and principles. So it will be there. You have to not memorize, just remember it. In fact, most of those things that you have to remember, you're already applying it in your workplace. So if you're already a quality practitioner, You're applying ready in your workplace. Second, understand. So there are scenarios here that you don't need to memorize. You have to understand why this theory is important, why this model is important, when it will be used, when it will be applied. So why is it that this kind of tool is here? When should I apply it? Because in the exam, they will just ask what particular tool did you use if you are verifying, validating process. Checklist, check sheet. So you have to understand tables, diagrams, directions, regulations. Then know when and how to use the ideas, the procedures, methods, formulas about the application. So we will be having theories here, we have having principles, we will be having techniques, models, and part of it, you have to know where and when to apply. Let's say situational leadership. There are 4 types of situational leadership here to be applied to 4 types of people or 4 types of team. Because not single leadership style can apply for all. So you have to apply it in a situational basis. It's part of it. Just one example, just only one example. Analyze, break down information, assess the information. Because as manager, you will not be doing these reports, test reports, analysis, these dashboards. As manager, you only have to analyze, then come up with decisions. So in this part of the analysis, do you need to make a retest because the failure is 3%? Or do you need to retrain the people? Or you need to really to calibrate all machines because the tests are not meeting the requirement? So you have to understand. So are these reports are connected to manpower or to lack of knowledge? Or this report are related to efficiency or effectiveness of the machines or tools? So it's all about analysis. Okay. Or in the financial side, it's also included. Evaluate, make judgment about the value of proposed ideas, solutions, comparing the proposal to specific criteria or standards. So it's very easy. So it's only like a gap analysis. You evaluate the result, if it meets or not. If not, what will you do? So action plans will be done. Create, put parts. Okay, so we know create is something new. Right. When I started as a quality practitioner, templates were already available. So oftentimes when I moved to a project, I copied the same template and forgot to rename the project codes and some of the locations to tailor it to the particular new project. That was the old ways. But now I never brought anything with it. Even if I conduct audit, I don't have any checklist at all. I create real time. By the first question itself, I know what will be the next. Okay. So I believe that you're familiar about auditing because you've been in ISO. That first, before you go, you have your audit planning. You notify what particular scope you will be auditing. Is it the entire QMS, a specific process, or a product? So you have to notify your auditing. And then from the reviewing part, before you go to the audit side, you already know which area to focus on. Because you see, okay, so there are a lot of rejections when it comes to product delivery. So your product will be your audit will be focused on the product. So for the first question alone, you will know what to ask next, and the next, and the next. So this is how being creative. So it's not anymore like the old ways. I have the checklist. Yes or no? You have know-how. You have know-how. That was the old ways. But now nowadays, no. Why check if the system is working? Why you take more time on the if the system is good? So you will focus. It's a risk-based audit. You will focus on the area that are risky. You will focus on the area that requires improvement. This is the audit approach, not the old ways that just for the compliance of the quarterly we conduct an audit. Just for compliance of the monthly We will conduct product audit. There's not anymore. You can skip audits if the system or the products are working good. You can focus on areas, focus your time on other areas. Okay, so creation. So again, these are 7 knowledge areas in CMQ. And to pass, okay, the weightage, so these are the weightage. So if you will notice, these 3 are really more important because the reason of that is that the manager must understand all about leadership. The management must understand the elements and methods and how to apply it. And of course, the manager will be able to use the right quality management tools for their in delivering their task. The rest are minor. But again, the total item will be 180, but the scored item are only 165. Okay. I think we have discussed already, right? Okay, the subtopics. Okay, it's good, it's good. So in section 1, there are subtopics. Under leadership, roles and responsibilities of a leader. Roles and responsibilities of others. So they are different, right? Change management will be there. Leadership techniques and empowerment. It's all about managing people. Because one layman's term to define what is manager. Manager is managing people. It's all about people. Because it's not the manager who manages the task. It's the people that he manages the task or the activity. It's all about people management. So you need all these characteristics, attributes to manage these people, to lead. Then team and team processes, the type of teams, the project team, the Six Sigma team, and all stages of team development. So there are a lot of considerations and there are some techniques what to apply by determining what stage is the team. Like for example, now I'll be going to new project. My approach as a manager or leader will be different because for sure new team, my approach, all of them doesn't know the direction. Your role will be as a coach. You will coach them that this is our objective, this is the limits of the scope of the project, these are the structures of the project, and this is how the matrix will work. This is the flow of the documentation, this is the flow of communication, this is the flow of reporting. This is where we conduct our quality induction, right? Okay, or safety induction. So that's one technique. But if the team is already performing, it's a different approach. You can be a facilitator or you can just delegate. So team building techniques, team roles and responsibilities, and team performance. Of course, every topic, if you will notice, what will be the cognition level? You have to apply if you are conducting organizational design, analyze, evaluate, and so on. Okay. Then the section 2, the content of this topic is define, describe, and use of models of making a strategy. Okay. The BIMUSA, basic BIMUSA, vision, mission, objective, strategy, and action plans. So these are the hierarchy of creating strategy. Business environment analysis, it includes risk analysis, market forces. It's more on the business. If you've been in the MBA course, all of these are there. Okay. Then strategic plan deployment is the application to the tactical plans, the very specific action plan, resource allocation and deployment, organizational performance measurement, about assessment about the performance of the team, or measurement about if the plan works or not, it will be there. And quality in strategic deployment. What is the contribution of quality for the overall business strategy? Section 3, the content of every subsections. Management and abilities, principles of management. So I believe it's part of the PMP. We discussed about the principles, management theories and styles, independence of functional areas, Human resources, because as quality manager, you're part of the selection process. I believe during interview process, the hiring process, quality managers is always part of it. Financial management, risk management, and knowledge management. Communication abilities, communication techniques, interpersonal skills, communication in the global concept, and communications and technology. So still part of section 3, project management. We will be discussing about the basics, planning estimation, the CPM, critical path method, measure and monitor project activity, and project documentation. Quality system, the quality mission and policy. I believe when I started also as a quality engineer, it's already there. The quality policy, I just copy and paste for the next project. But here, you can create, you can tailor the quality policy for if it's a project based. But you already have your organizational quality policy. But if you are managing in a project, you have to tailor your quality policy for a specific project. Okay. Quality planning, deployment, and documentation, and quality, and again, it's a measurement. Here we talk about KPI, metrics, tolerance, acceptance criteria. Quality management and theories, the standards, performance excellence models, the quality methodologies, and quality philosophies. Section 4. So the subtopics includes the 7 classic quality tools, which I believe you're already using it in your workplace. Basic management and planning tools, process improvement tools, cost of quality. I believe you've been involved already.
Yeah, cost of non-conformance.
Okay, yes, fantastic. Okay. Then process management, the goal analysis, lean tools, part of the Six Sigma we will be covering, and theory of constraints. Okay. Measurement and testing. I believe we'll be having more time on this sampling and statistical analysis. These particular items are in CQE. They're taking 40% of the CQE course. But here we will be discussing for us to understand how did they prepare it and how we can use this data to decide. Because as managers only making decisions, how can we use this data to decide? Okay, so we will understand sampling and the statistical analysis. Okay. Section 5, understanding about the customers, internal and external, and customer segmentation. The customer, identifying also the customer needs, satisfaction and loyalty measurement, or the CTQ, the critical quality. Okay. Then 6, supply chain management. Okay, defining criteria, so on. And 7, training plans, and so on. So imagine by completing the CMQ, it's like you have been in masters in quality management and masters in business management into one. You have completed 2 courses into one just by having CMQ training alone. The certification will follow, but having the knowledge of this CMQ, you already completed 2 courses. Masters in quality and no. Okay, yeah, it's correct. CMQ example this course. So we'll be having, yes, of course, the training. Actually, now we have the 2,000 question bank, and we also have some samples, realistic samples after completion of. You already have access to that LMS.
Yes.
So you already have the question bank. You already have the questions there.
Yeah.
Okay. See. Because we keep on adding those the question bank. We took it from those examinees who come back. They are contributing. So which one it comes so that we can include that on the next session. Okay. I don't know. This is from the other. Okay. So this is the reference that we'll be using. Still the 5th edition. certified manager of quality. I believe the LMS access will be given to you, and you have this kind of handbook. So again, now, any questions? Please, feel free to ask. Yes.
So, timing was not covered in any of the slide, like, 165, 180 question, 4 hours, right?
Hmm.
4 hours.
What else?
So is it sufficient and is it open? book,
Yes,
closed book?
okay. When I took the exam, we're still in the Prometrics in Salwa, and it's an open book. So because there are some sections that we need to, there is an essay during that time, but in 2021, when was this, what year? I think 2021. In 2021, the essay part was removed. Everything now is multiple choice. Yeah, so multiple. No, in the essay, it's computer based, but we have to type the case study. Yeah, they have to type there in the computer.
Nowadays, only multiple choice.
The multiple choice, everything is multiple choice.
Which is good, right?
It is good. It is good. So, going back to your question, is 4 hours? Yes. If it's enough, yes. If you are prepared, even in 2.5 hours, you're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like the questions are like 2 paragraph, 1 liner, 2 liners.
Yes, yes,
or-
yes, yes. It's not that long.
Okay,
not
it's
that long.
not that like
And there is a strategy in that exam. Okay. How many minutes is 4 hours? 240 minutes.
240. Yeah.
240. Let's divide it by 180 items. So you have 1.3 minutes per item. There are items that will just flash within 10 seconds, you get the answer. Correct?
And no need to refer the book for all questions.
No.
Maybe somewhere you
No.
feel then only. you
Yes,
refer.
no.
Okay.
You don't need to refer. You only choose.
Because
about the file.
referring will take more time.
Yeah,
no? I cannot open the book in one.
during that time, when
Yeah.
the open book was, we have the index of the last part of the
Yes,
book.
yes.
I'm using that index.
Ah,
Okay, this is about critical quality. I go to the critical quality. It's in page 6. We go to the page 106.
Okay, then.
No, doesn't require anyone.
Okay.
If you're confident that this is the right answer,
Okay.
in a flash, fuck.
In the Prometric testing center, my experience is,
Yeah.
even you have your handbook,
You cannot use it
you cannot use it. It will consume your
any
time.
time. Yes.
Okay, that only I'm trying to
You must
understand.
mentally prepare,
Okay.
relax, and then brought for your knowledge in you, not on the papers.
Okay.
Even the papers that the proctor will give you, probably
You cannot use it.
you have to focus your attention.
We will also give you some strategy, because there's a strategy that skip for the questions that you don't know yet. But for the questions that immediately you're confident that is the right thing, click it, then move to the next. If you're not comfortable, or if the question is long, skip it for a while. You still have a lot of time to review it, to repeat it.
Once ended, you can change the answer.
Yes, you can change the answer.
But
Once,
also not like that.
huh?
Once we click, we cannot backward.
No, you can.
Okay.
You
Not a
can.
year gap. This
Yeah.
exam gap.
Yes, you can. You can.
Even no exam.
Yeah, that's a-
You can,
You
there
can.
is final.
Their final submission. Once you submit it, yeah, that's, of course, you cannot change it.
Whatever you skip, that's done.
Yeah.
But you can come back within 100 days.
But I have written it.
Hmm?
Then I just now object, the written exam only I have done it.
Hmm?
Got it.
When, which year?
More than 5 years.
Now,
Okay. So,
Now only 3
and there's also a strategy in
Why not
exam.
written out?
There's also a strategy in exam about elimination. Okay, if you think that all these two are not related, there you can make marks. Then when you return, you will be thinking about the two, which among the two. So there is a tool for that about eliminating. And
So we can do the exam in one or?
okay, at home and in Prometrics, you can do at home. Yes, they allow. I don't know. They allow.
I didn't expect it.
Okay.
Normally, I went to Prometric.
Because most of the examinees now are doing it at their home. But,
PMP I did at home.
at
so
home,
it
but they're
was
very strict, right?
Very strict.
Clear
With your
table,
mobile,
under
it's
table.
Nothing, they have to show your room
Yes, yes.
and they record that
Yeah,
video.
yeah.
Before they used to give the result on the same day,
Now they're
but
not
now
anymore.
they take 2 to 3 days, they review the
Because they will
video.
review.
Yeah, that's the reason and then they will give.
See? So, anything else? I will
Break in the exam, is there
Yeah.
any break?
Okay, once you break in the exam, you will ask the assigned proctor, the online proctor. He will close everything
And you
and
cannot.
then you will restart again. You will restart again. No, you will start again to the
From where you
recording.
finish.
Yeah, no, I mean, okay. They will, what is this? What is called that? Because it's also, the time will be running, but I think they will pause,
Okay.
but the time will be running. Time will be running.
Ah, so no breaks are there.
Then you can take breaks, but it will be wasting your time.
Not official break, you can take,
You can take.
don't expect to break in between exam.
That is 4 hours.
4 hours.
4 hours, you have to go washroom.
Yeah, you have to ask. You have to ask the proctor.
Okay.
But
Train will run. Train will run.
but the time will run. You will lose.
No problem, we have 4 hours. Only 5 minutes.
Okay.
How
Is there any negative mark?
we can, do it this one? If we are not achieving the first time.
I believe I have a friend who took 3 times and the 4th time he made it. No limits.
It's unlimited, every 6 months you go to take.
No, that's the schedule itself is every other month.
Every other.
Every other month.
Once you fail the exam, first exam, then you will wait for 6 months.
No.
Every month.
You can go again to the next exam period.
But need to study again.
No need,
No.
only you will pay for it.
Exam is only.
Yeah, I can see.
The ISO only one chance.
For the ISO, yes. Actually, this ISO is created by the certification body. It's not it's not a standard requirement. It's in the certification body.
Sorry, what about our training period timings?
Okay, I still have, I have not included the schedule,
Okay.
but I will share in the group chat. The schedule, because I will confirm with them what will be the timing here. They will be the one to decide.
Yesterday they told me weekdays also have class.
Every Friday.
Yeah, every
Friday
Friday.
also weekdays also.
Oh no, if you want weekdays, fine. I
That's
don't
what
know.
we can discuss. Depends on the people available.
Yeah. Because in weekdays you can online
Yeah,
at the same time.
yeah.
Weekday, Friday. Yes, any question from online? Paul?
Yes, yes, sir. My name is Irfan. Sir, I have question related to the exam. Can we select the date after the classes or we need to wait for that?
Yeah, it's a good question. Deadline of the submission of exam, let's say for, I believe April 1 to 30, there is an open window. But the deadline of the submission of the application was March 6.
Okay. Advance you want.
Okay, so March 6 was the deadline. So the exam window will be open from April 1 to 30. So any day from April 1 to 30, you can choose. Okay. Then for the next exam, April, May, June. So the deadline of the submission of the, if you fail, let's say you fail in April. So you have to retake on June, the next open window. So before May 6, you have to submit again your intent to take the exam.
Put the exam.
But it will be a discounted
But
price.
our class will finish May only.
Hmm?
May only.
Yeah, even if the class is not finished, you can apply for the exam if you're confident. They will help. They will help here for you to apply for the exam.
So we can
Yeah, so going back to your question about the exam window, yes, there are months open, 1 month open for the exam window. You can take any day, any time of your choice.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Regarding this book, will get hard or we have to get hard.
Digital copy, no?
We print out, we can print out.
Print, yeah, it's your choice. But it will not, you cannot use it during the exam.
Okay, you cannot take it, right? You can take with,
Yeah, you can print it, it's fine. Actually, I have to print out book bind. It's like a real book. by the companies.
700 pages.
Yes.
700 pages.
It's like this.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, but
Maybe the-
three inches. Actually, I put that into 2 volumes.
I already
We have to
took.
carry that, whatever, yeah, open book, we have to bring our.
Or
Yes, you can.
They are not.
No, they will just check it if you have some extra documents, papers there.
So,
They will check it in the prometrics. They will check it.
The training hours, how you plan?
It depends on you. You have to decide. You will agree in the group chat.
What's your plan? Maybe evening 8 to 9 or 8 to 10
I believe Ramadan 8 to 10 online. If you want to attend online, if you want it here. Because I have also a class in the CFM, Certified Facilities Manager.
Okay.
During weekdays, some of them will be online, some will be here.
The weekdays will be online.
But no, in Fridays, it's really 100% should be face to face. I have one
I
fix
think-
for. Yeah,
I think, sir, better Friday and Saturday we will conduct this class.
it's up to you. You decide.
no, we have only 1 day of this.
But okay, one Friday, if you want to accelerate the course, the better for me. Accelerate the course at least 2 hours on weekdays, one weekday, and one Friday. At least we have 2 hours extra.
How many classes?
Yeah, sir, it's okay. But right now the Ramzan is ongoing.
No, actually, on
Because
weekdays,
of Ramzan,
actually, it happens in my CFM course, Certified Facilities Manager. Friday, we are here 1 to 6 o'clock. And every Monday, we have a class from 8:30 to 10:30. Some are attending, for those near within Doha, they are attending here in the classroom. For those outside Doha, they are attending online. Yeah. So it's your choice. If you want to accelerate, finish it early and take the exam, better. But if you want to prolong it, yeah, Friday is a good.
Better we conduct twice a week, maybe like one on Friday and one on another day, depending on everybody's schedule.
Agree. You
Yeah.
decide, except Monday, because the Monday is already for CFM.
Even though it's Ramadan, I believe everybody will be free after 9 p.m. So maybe 9 to 11, if that is okay. That's a suggestion.
So after Ramadan, it's only 2 weeks. Well, actually, after Ramadan, we can start at 6 o'clock or 6:30. And we will make it 3 hours.
6:30 in the evening,
Yes.
Fridays.
No, weekdays. After Ramadan.
yes, after Ramzan it's okay, no problem.
So you can have you can have an option of online. Yeah, you can have option. But after Ramadan, we can resume on the earlier timing. The usual that we do here is 6:30. And then we finish 9:30. 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours.
Yes, after Ramzan it's okay, no issue.
Yeah. So, but now you have an option also. But on weekdays, you have an option to attend online. Anyway, the screen is visible. The sound is audible. It's like, for as long as you will not sleep.
You will be here. In case people want to come.
Oh, if people are coming, they confirm, okay, I will attend, even if one student, I'll be here. But if everyone decides online, I'll be at home.
Yes.
Whatever the, except this study material, your presentation is there.
Yeah, presentation.
Yeah, that is,
Included, that's included.
that's included.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is included. That is enough for study or
Sample questions.
sample
Sample
questions.
questions.
No, some of questions in LMS are from Qatar.
No, we are updating. Yeah, go current. We are updating. Actually, it's growing. Before, I believe we already started with 500 questions, and now it's almost 2,000.
Most of the questions are coming in the,
Huh?
most of the questions coming in
Yeah,
the.
all the questions, whatever they are asked.
Yes.
That the questions,
Every 6 months, they change the exam by adding only 15, removing 15. So 175,
Remains same.
165, 150 remains, the 15 will be changed. In every 6
I
months.
need that 15.
Yeah, see?
Sorry, my-
So Anything?
So, means from effort point of view, you will teach, and we cannot rely completely on that. We have to read this book.
Yes, no, actually,
How?
the presentation will give you the main idea.
Okay,
But I believe it's not about memorization.
yeah.
That's the reason that we have this presentation for us to compress. Instead of reading the 7 pages in the book, we will put just 1 or 2 slides for us to really understand what is the content of this particular topic.
That presentation is enough to attend the
Yes,
exam?
yes.
That what my questions.
Hmm?
That presentation is enough to attend the exam. That what I was.
What do you mean? The present.
This book is very good. If I'm reading 10 pages, I'm tired.
Yeah, you'll get bored.
I
Okay.
get bored and then I'm.
All right, right. Okay. Now, there are a lot of tools, AI tools available.
Oh,
Okay, and it's very helpful. Let's say risk management. We come up with discussion about risk management, identifying risk, mitigating risk, controlling the risk, managing the risk. Okay, if you want, we will be discussing it here. What are the tools we will have to use? How to apply it? When to apply it? What will be the outcome of this risk identification, risk management? So it will be there. But if you want to dig more, use AI tool, ChatGPT, POE.com, po.com. I want to learn more about this risk identification in CMQ. They will give you more additional information. Almost the same what we have discussed.
Actually, in Qatar, I got connected to two quality professionals here. They just recently passed the CCQOE pilot exam February.
Hmm.
There's no hand available so far
Yes.
from the committee.
Hmm.
Be okay only available on public and they do by ChatGPT.
Yeah.
They expand the topic and through that they pass the exam.
Yeah.
Through ChatGPT.
ChatGPT?
From be okay, all the terminologies there, we just search my books. And then pick up the exam.
One more last question. Like the question bank you're saying 2000. What percentage should, like, if I suppose I start attending now with incomplete knowledge, maybe I'll get 30, 40, 50%. What should be my target?
Right. Okay. While we're doing this per section by section. Once we finish a particular section 1,
Okay,
you can make that there's a question bank for section 1 only, leadership.
okay.
Make it practice. If you think you have made 70%, that means it's already enough gauge or measurement for you to take the exam. If you cannot meet at least 70%,
Okay.
don't go for the exam. Don't go for exam. No.
So that 200 question, maybe section 1 has 200
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
So that 200 question will remain same, right?
Mostly.
Or it
Mostly.
will keep
In
on
fact,
changing?
we're adding. We're adding.
Okay,
Yeah, we're adding.
so all will be added or?
Yeah, every time we receive new feedback from the examinees.
No, like practice, this already you have a question
Yeah,
bank,
yeah.
2000, out of that section 1, maybe 200 questions.
Yeah.
Okay, and suppose today I am taking that questions and I complete 200 questions
No.
and I got 60%, and then again I want to try, the question will remain same, right?
Question, but it will appear randomly.
Randomly,
Not
right? So if the answers will be there.
Okay. Yeah, it's good one. So probably there is a question about the 4 hours. If you want to take the practice for the exact 4 hours, all,
Okay,
they will
Yes,
only
sir.
take the desired number of items, not all the
Okay,
questions,
okay.
but randomly,
ah,
not randomly.
okay.
So not the 2000. If you want to practice the 4 hours,
Hmm.
they will only give you 165 or
Yeah,
180
understood.
out of the 2000, but randomly selected.
Hmm.
So that's important. Okay, anything?
Ramadan 7 to 9.
No, just decide. You can decide later on in the group chat, so that everyone will be involved.
Weekly 1 day, right?
That's weekly 1 day.
Weekdays will be Ramadan hours, evening hours,
Yeah.
2 or 3 hours.
Yeah. Friday,
Friday.
8 to 11, right?
8 to 11.
8 to 11.
Morning 8 to 11. Prayer
Day to learn.
11, because you're prayer at 11:30.
8 it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, quite good.
Yeah.
All right.
Just last question.
Okay, okay.
And the passing percentage, how we can come to know like,
Actually, this software, I'll share to you. You have to install in your computers.
okay.
It will cover you passed.
Hmm.
It's there. The percentage.
No, no,
will be there.
not the percentage.
If they find in the
Passing.
actual exam,
Yeah, what is like 10 people appear, 5 pass, like that.
no, you don't know. Actually, no, you are
Passing rate, passing rate.
no, no, because you will not take exam altogether. It
Okay.
depends on your availability. But so far, most of the students, everyone who took the exam passed.
Percentage is high.
What percentage? I
Because see, if in Google you go and you write PMP passing percentage, they will say 60%. Means first attempt,
Here,
first attempt 40,
no, CMQ,
CMQ low, right?
below 50.
Below 50, That
Because,
is I was
okay,
asking.
because of this.
First attempt, right?
Yeah, okay.
Maybe second attempt it will increase.
Yeah, because of this. Okay. Because of this. You have to apply it on every topic.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's say if the topic is right, if the topic is so leadership. If the topic is leadership, just take note that for responsibilities, you only have to analyze. Because as a leader or a manager, you have to analyze that my role here is leader. So meaning I will not be engaged more on the task. I'll be more on talking with people to influence them, to encourage them, to motivate them. If my role is management, I'll be in charge of the materials, resources, and the people. So who are the leaders? Quality managers, leaders, because you have your senior quality control, senior quality assurance, who will be managing the task. Okay, so you have to analyze what is your position. So everyone, most of them will fail because some you will be think that everything is all about what you have read, what you have memorized. No.
So this cognition we have to apply during learning or during exam?
During our learning period.
During learning. Exam could be anything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So anything? So once again, I'm Sherwin. I am a certified manager of quality by ASU.
This is your certification?
Yeah. No, a recertification doesn't require exam. Okay, so it's only
Once we got means this is lifetime use for us.
yes. So only like yeah.
Chartered, it is in UK.
Mm.
Both are equally weighted or we have to get that chartered certificate also
Okay.
for the.
This CMQ is knowledge based. You will understand the tools, techniques, the methodologies, so that you can apply it at workplace. So the measure is examination. In the chartered quality professional is a competency based. How strong was your experience? How strong was the application of the knowledge that you have when it comes to quality? There's no exam. It's only like a comprehensive report of what you have done. You will attach the PQP that you have prepared. You have attached the inspections that you have made, or any reports, meetings, evidence that you have been doing it to be chartered by them. So it's based on your experience. So if you're eyeing for that chartered quality professional, collect all those evidence with you, minutes of meeting that you're part of, review documents that you have reviewed that you're a signatory, any meetings that you've been part of that you're a signatory, quality plan, ITP, method statements that you're part of, audits that you have conducted. Yeah. So anything that you're part of, collect those documents, digital, PDF. That will be the requirement. I've been mentoring a lot of quality professionals. You know Fayaz Looney from Doors? Oh, no, okay. And most of the people in SPD and QSD, we mentored them to be chartered. Yeah, even
Just one question, the CMQ, again, we have to study for Six Sigma also certificate.
Okay,
So
no,
that
no. All right, CMQ, there is a Six Sigma, there is a Six Sigma
some part of the
topic,
CMQ
yeah.
in that-
But I took that Six Sigma, I have here Lean Six Sigma,
Yeah, Six
black belt from International Association of Six Sigma Council.
Hmm.
It's another accreditation body.
Hmm.
I took it from there. We're upcoming class. We already have a upcoming class here for Six Sigma. Maybe we'll
Is
start.
that required to have that
Okay,
certificate?
I mentioned only the two major qualifications in quality, which is the CMQ and the CQP. But if you want for a more thorough, if you want to apply top to bottom total quality management, Six Sigma is important.
Oh.
Because about the process variation, you have to reduce the defect, eliminate the waste, refine the process, So Six Sigma is also important. See, I'm not a civil engineer, I'm a mechanical engineer. But I am in the infrastructure field. Because again, quality is not a discipline specific. We will talk about higher quality, even if you're an educator, even if you're in business management, you can manage quality with CMQ, with CQP, with Six Sigma. Okay, so
Yeah, I have a plan to continue with the Six.
Okay.
Sigma.
the basic,
After I finish this.
actually the basic in quality is ISO
And
9001.
yes.
Basic, you have to understand the quality management system requirements. Second, manager of quality. Third, the chartered quality. Chartered quality. Then you want to have a broader idea about quality, total quality, then go for Six Sigma. The rest, I just took, I believe my certified facility manager is not yet here. Because I only took the certification so that I can teach. I'm teaching risk management, I'm teaching fire protection specialist, I'm teaching project management. The only need for me to be to qualify to teach is to get certified.
Mhm.
So I took certifications. Because of course, how can I be confident in teaching if I am not even certified?
If you are familiar with this chartered quality process, you can.
And if you want to be a chartered professional, instead of going to Engineers Australia or any other chartered body, go for it. Very easy. Very easy. Engineering, institution of engineering and technology. Very easy. And it's cheaper. For Engineers Australia, you will spend like 14,000, 18,000 real. Here, 4,000 real. The entire process. Registration, membership. Very easy. And it's equivalency. It's the same.
We can get the class here, chartered quality professional.
Actually, it's not class, it's mentoring.
Mentor.
I go mentoring.
Yeah.
I mean, actually now I have two mentees.
We will.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I have the materials. Okay, mentoring is different from training. Mentoring is I'll guide you. We are going one-on-one. What you prepare, what you will do. I'm doing it. Yeah, it's part of my side hustles. Let's talk about it. Just PM me. We can do it simultaneously. And again, my team collect all those documents that you've been part of. Digital. And that will be enough. We will create the case study because it's about case study. There's a format, star format. Every case study, there's a star format, STAR. Situation, what's the task, what's the action that you have done, and what was the result of that action. Always star format. Very easy. It's like going in an interview, job interview. So if you have something, okay, you will answer. Good question. I was in the situation. that I was the quality engineer. My task was to inspect all the systems of mechanical systems in that building, in that tower. And the actions I made is always prepare ahead of time. I always go to the weekly look ahead or even the work breakdown structure, the program, for me to understand what comes next. Because every activity now is a prerequisite for the future. So that's what the action that I made to ensure as the result, I never left anything behind because I already planned ahead. I prepare ahead of time. So start forward. See, it's an interview. The same way we will do in that case study for the CQP. I think so. Thank you so much. See you. It depends now on you what will be the schedule, but Fridays 8 to 11. Have a nice weekend.
Okay, Fridays 8 to 11, plus we can decide on another day, right? On evenings.
But for weekdays, you decide. You decide in group, huh?
Yeah, in the group, I think everybody's there, right? So we can discuss.
Okay.
Weekdays Sunday.
Okay, thank you.
Except Monday, I think Monday, sir, is occupied.
So 9 we can take. 9 to 11.
2 hours. A weekday.
Ah,
So during Ramadan, we can have 2 hours in weekdays.